Hello everybody and welcome back to another 3S3 episode. This is Frodo. Say hello to Frodo, everybody. Yes, I found him. It took a really long time to find a parrot in the jungle, so yeah. But aside from that, I just wanted to tell you I got all of these music discs right here. These are all the ones that you can possibly obtain from getting a creeper shot and killed by a skeleton. I developed the whole system over here. As you may know, when a skeleton kills a creeper, the creeper has a 100% chance of dropping a music disc. So I trapped this guy in here. His name is Austin. And I put him inside of this thing, and what I would do is I would lure a creeper over into the boat, stand behind the boat, and Austin over here would just shoot and kill the creeper. So pretty simple stuff, and I was able to get all of the music discs. The one I wanted most was Chirp, and that was the very last one that I got. I probably killed about 50 creepers before I got it. But that's unimportant. What I want to do, there's a lot of things that I actually want to do today. Starting off, I want to construct some bridges that connect this starter island with the nearest island to where I'm going to build my mega base next episode. Okay, so as you can see, we have this bridge here. I'm very proud of this bridge. I think it's a very nice looking bridge. But this is not the main focus, is not going to be upgrading that bridge or anything like that. Over here, I've connected a pathway to this bridge, a slightly less interesting bridge to look at, but still kind of cool at the same time, a stone bridge that connects to Jonathan's house, right? Over here is what I'm going to be doing today, or at least for part of today. I'm going to build some bridges that connect from that island to this island, and we're going to have another bridge right here that goes over to this island, just like so. And then over here on this island, we're going to build a little tiny dock for like a boat or something, because if you remember, that spot right there is where I'm going to be building my mega base. So for the average person, they can just go from the starter island, from Spawn Island, and they can just walk across the bridges until they get here, and then just sail or row their boat for the rest of the way. So I'm going to do lots of time-lapsing in this episode, because I'm sure that you don't really want to know my thought process as I'm building the bridge. I mean, it's just a bridge, right? I have all the resources, I think, for the bridges, so we're actually going to get started with a time-lapse of this. So with that being said, here we go. What do we think? Do we like this? I like this. I think this is a cute little bridge. Well, it's actually a big bridge, but you know. Come up here, you know, you got your textures, you've got the stone bricks, and you just got the normal stone slabs. You have logs, spruce logs that have been stripped that you have as your supports, your beams, and you have fence posts so that you don't fall off. But if you do want to jump in, all you have to do is jump up on top of this thing, and then you can jump off the edge. I don't know why you would jump off the edge, because it's only ice on the other side, but it's up to you. So it's also slightly off center, so I had one here and one here, because the dead center of the bridge is this line going down the middle. So it would either be discentered, or I would just have to put one on each thing there, and that's what I decided to do. So this is the first bridge. I think it actually turned out pretty well. I'm going to have to do a little tiny bit of terraforming and some path making to go from that path over there to this bridge and then all the way over to the other bridge. So we're going to do the other bridge right after I connect the paths, which I will do right now. Okie dokie, it is a brand new day, and I am ready to get back to some building. We finished this bridge, and now it's time to start building the other bridge, the pathway leading between the bridge and where the other bridge is going to go is complete, as you can see. And we can walk down here across these nice passage. We can walk along these nice pathways, and this will take us all the way over to the spot where we're going to be building the other bridge for today. It is a smaller bridge, but don't go away because there's another thing that we're doing right after we finish this bridge, and it's the other main section of work that I wanted to do today. So the little bridge is just going to be from here to here. It's a lot smaller of a bridge, but it should still be cool looking, and it will lead us to this spot where we will build our dock. So I'm not going to time-lapse this one. I am simply going to skip forward to when it is done, and then I will show you what I have in mind for the other part of today, which is going to take place in the Nether. So here is before, and here is the after. Ta-da! This is the bridge. It's not too bad. It's not as good as the first one, just because I went one block too low. I should have gone one higher, so nothing's set perfectly, so that's why it might look a little wonky. But I think overall it actually doesn't look it looks half decent. It does look half decent. So again, you have easy access point. You can look across anywhere, and if you want to get off the bridge, you can always just open the fence gate and jump right off. But other than that, it's horse friendly. I can ride right across, no problem whatsoever. The path is well lit up, and I built this path going right here to the dock. This is the official dock. We have your boats, you have, just your standard little things. It makes it look busy, it adds a little more character. Even in the water, as you can see, there's stone bricks and there's the mossy cobblestone that makes it look like it's aged for a while. Almost like a medieval, I want to say 1500s kind of a thing. Maybe sooner than that, I don't know. But you have two boat docks, in case there's more than one person that's coming out to the water. And other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. We can just row out here. Because remember, or if you haven't seen, this spot right here, the surrounding area has been claimed by Chrome Cable. 'Tis me! I'm getting shot at by a drowned. I wonder if I can get his trident from him. Should I try that? I feel like I should try that. Ow! Next episode, I'm going to be building my mega base here, in this very spot. So, because this is a water main base and there's not going to be pathways out, I don't want you to have to swim out here. Instead, you can just take the boat, which is considerably quicker. And then when you're done with it, you just row it right back here. You park it in the dock. And that's it. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then you can just run back over to spawn, to the village. It is a bit of a travel, which is why I would encourage everyone to get a horse if they can. If you can get a horse, because the horse will be invaluable on this server because of the amount of pathways there are and how far some people are located. Yes, I'll have another portal in my main base, but this kind of just creates a cool pathway so it doesn't feel all cut off. It's all connected somehow, and I think that looks pretty cool. In fact, if I were to pop into spectator mode real quick, you can see as we're flying around here, everything is connected. This is Spawn Island, and it's changed quite a bit, and it looks very cool. Lots of spruce, but it looks very cool. And you have all these pathways connecting to the bridge, Jonathan's house, there's a bridge here, all the way over here to this spot right there. So this connects all the way over there, and I think it's actually really, really cool looking, especially at night. So, yes, next episode we will actually utilize this, and this is a really cool transition. But the other thing that I want to do today is the part that's less fun for me, but it's more fun once it's all completed. The Nether needs some work. I'll show you what I mean. If we come in here to the Nether, you can see that everything is dangerous. If I fall, I'm pretty much dead. There's pathways everywhere connecting stuff. That goes to the area that connects up to the Nether Fortress, which you can not quite see, but it is there. This Nether portal over here goes to the village with the villager trading hall and the iron farm, and the one that goes way down there and then off to the side, that one goes to Josh's castle. So it's definitely dangerous, and I think we need to put a stop to that. One thing at a time. I'm not going to do this whole thing today. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is just this section right here. I am going to turn it into another tunnel so it's completely safe, free from mobs, and it will look really cool and kind of let you know where you're going. Like, where am I going right now? Oh, well, hey, guess what? You're going to the villager trading hall. That way you'll know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather a bunch of materials, and I'm going to do a time-lapse of myself working on this. I'm just going to wing it. I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I don't know what design I want for it. But with that being said, let's do it. So now, when you come out of the spawn nether portal, you will see this long tunnel and be very confused, perhaps. You come down here, and you will see a long tunnel that leads all the way over here. Now, I tried to decorate it kind of somewhat in a way that was related to the village, except I can't use wood because, of course, if blazes fire stuff, you know, this thing will all light up, and I don't want that. So we have lots of stone and some deep slate as well that matches everything, and in case you didn't know, there is a sign here that says Villager Trading Hall through here. What happens when you come back out the other side, you may ask? Well, if you go down here, I'm going to be building the main tunnel. The main tunnel is what's going to be stretching out like all the way down here. And what I'm going to have is there's going to be a sign on here that's going to glow and everything, and it's going to say like Josh's castle this way, spawn this way, you know, that kind of thing. Or I'll have several things where it says spawn and the nether fortress is this way, or Josh's castle and maybe something else is over this way. And it will kind of just be like a directory, and it will be pretty cool, I think. So yes, it is very time consuming. It requires a lot of materials. I think I went through 6 or 7 stacks just of stone in order to get all this, and about 2 stacks of this smooth deep slate in order to just complete this part, which is probably the smallest tunnel, unless I decided to do this one. This one, if I say that it's specifically for the nether fortress, I will have to go and cut across the side. But yes, this is something that I will most likely do off camera here and there whenever I feel like it. I may record some parts of it for future videos, but for the most part, I think I'm just going to do it off camera now that you know my thought process on this. So I think that looks very cool, and I cannot wait to utilize this a lot more. So let's go back to spawn real quick so that we can end off the episode, and I can remind you on stuff that is to come. So today we built that nether thing, and we built some bridges, right? This was the original bridge that had been sitting here for about 2 weeks maybe, and then recently I built this bridge as well. And in this episode we also constructed this magnificent bridge, sort of. I mean, I don't know if you could consider it magnificent, but it's a cool looking bridge. We also made the pathways that go from spawn and wind all the way over to this other slightly less interesting looking bridge. And this bridge hooks up to the dock, which will lead us to our mega base, which we will be constructing next episode. I am very excited, and I hope you are too, because this is going to be the biggest thing that I have ever built on Minecraft in survival ever. So do not miss it. It will be coming out before too long. But with that being said, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all next time.